So shalom, hello to everyone. I'm Judy Fuhrer. Today's class is being brought to you through Temple Beth El of Northern Westchester. And the topic of the class today is the Torah Parsha for the week, which is amazing story. It's one of my favorites, beautiful one, has a lot to offer us. It's called Beha'alotecha. And it talks about when you rise up yourself, or when you rise up and you light your soul, you light your spirit, and you become a leader yourself and a light force in your world, in your community. And it talks about lighting the lamps that are in the synagogues and lighting the light that was in the traveling ark and keeping the light, the fire always going. It also has a wonderful section towards the end, which we're going to put together with our practice for today, where it talks about you raise yourself to be this great flame in the world, this great inspiration, to be this wonderful menorah. And it's coming from, in the Tanakh, in the Torah, from a section towards the end where Moses' older sister Miriam and his older brother Aaron are part of the whole group of people that are exhausted. They've been traveling and wandering the wilderness, eating things like manna, wishing for fish and meat, wishing to be back as slaves. And take a breath, everyone, roll your shoulders, relax. And what happens here is that Miriam starts to gossip, and she calls out. She says to her brother, she spoke against Moses because of the Cushite woman he had married. He married a Cushite woman. Wow. So Cushite in this instance in Torah means, she's calling out the difference that she was black-skinned, Ethiopian, different religion, different background from most of the Israelites. Mind you, they're probably this gigantic caravan of about a lot of brown-skinned people wandering through the desert for her to call out Zipporah. And it's a shock to Moses. It's a shock that his sister would have a discussion like that. And rather than him getting angry and getting upset with her, he falls down and he prays to Adonai, to God, El na refa nala. Please, God, heal her. Miriam has become stricken with leprosy, which is kind of the Bible disease of gossip. And it says she's become snowy white. What a bizarre contrast. So she is sent into quarantine out of the community for 7 days. While she's in there, her skin heals, and it is impressed upon us that her soul heals. Miriam becomes this incredible light to the people. So that is what our prayer is, that we all hope that Elna Refa Nala, that we all find a way to heal our light within. So that's my connection right now. And I just want to say, everyone, please stand up, or if you're in a pool, that's great too. And we're going to start by moving our legs and moving up and moving around and getting a little bit of energy. We're going to treat our body like it is a candle. In fact, I would love for the visual to light my scented, beautiful candle that my daughter Lara sent me. Candle of the month. Lovely. So hopefully that's a nice visual Great. And we're just going to move our body, getting our hips open, feeling free, moving the arms, moving out. Again, you guys keep moving, just lifting your legs up, moving around. I just want to get a visual that I had planned for me to. There we go. And you're just moving around. Great. And take your arms back and forward, back. So part of this probably works really well for you in the pool. Easy does it. Everyone just opening up your heart, compassion area. Great. Maybe even just running in place. If you're able, you might want to do a little bit of step, step together, or jump. Get some energy going, building your flame, your heat, your fire, so that you too can figure out what is going on in my mind, in my world. How can I become a flame of healing? Great. Awesome. Good. And just take a moment now and tilt your head over to the right. And just notice how you're standing on your 2 feet. Take a breath. Breath is, again, our wonderful symbol of knowing we're alive, our connection to ourself and to the outer world. And here again, just let your head release to the other side. Good, that should feel really yummy, wonderful. And then roll your shoulders backwards and maybe take big circles with your arms now. That really gets the energy going, building the fire. Go back the other way. Great, great, great. And release and open. The last week I showed a picture of the Hebrew of Yud, He, Vav, He, the word for Adonai that is written in Torah, and it's putting the letters on top like a person. That we, in order to go out in the world, all people have those same structures. Our head on top of our head. So just turn your head to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left. Make little circles, let your nose be what leads you around. This is so great for head, neck, shoulders, up, releasing, good. And then using that letter of hey, just maybe roll the right shoulder and roll it again the other way so you feel the opening in the joint, come across your collarbones. There you go. And the other arm, good. And then this is really my yoga teaching today. Your spine up behind your eyes, coming all the way down towards your tailbone. Which when you think about the tailbone, we all kind of gently, automatically correct our alignment. And remember, the spine comes down through our neck, all the way down below our pubis bone. Great. And then just walk your hips a little bit, side to side, moving, feel the jaw releasing. And again, this is that shape of opening, of putting your body so that there is an opening. I don't know if you can see it right there between the joints. So if you flip this little person around and around. Great. Okay, let's reach our hands right in front of us. Look at your feet for a moment and see how they're doing there on the ground. You want to widen them. Interlace your fingers right at the bottom of the fingers. And lift up, making your body like a candle. So I'm going to just give you some interesting little pointers that I've been working towards here. First of all, widen the soles of your feet. Great. And just lift up here. So I am going to now say, just release your hands and widen them and come down a moment. Great. So lifting just your right arm, I'm going to come forward and show you the top of your armpit. You want to lift it back over the bottom of the armpit. That's right. And then come up. Same thing on both sides. And then go ahead and lift up. Great. Now the next thing as a pointer to you is going to be, and you can just relax your arms for a moment. Take a breath. Breathe in. Lift and drop your fingers, your shoulders. Gently roll in your inner thighs so they soften. But at the same time, take your outer thighs backwards a little bit. So that kind of takes your body, instead of just hanging here, brings this and rolls the legs, so the top of the legs work. Then add on the length of the spine. Beautiful. Feels good, right? Good. And then take your hands right here on your hips, and you want to push down the hips. Let the pelvis get out of compression in the spine. Lift open your heart and bring your elbows towards each other. So here, there's a lot to think about because we are meant to wake up the mind and put it into the body so you can reshape your body's woes by opening your mind, your thought process. So gently allowing the inner thighs to relax, the outer thighs back, and the tailbone. So instead of being like this, we get a lot of action going on, and that's how we lengthen and straighten. And then bring your arms back. Take a breath, move your head. Should feel pretty good. Lift and roll your shoulders so you feel that you just created a little bit more opening. Let's take our right arm right across here and drop that right shoulder down. Kind of cradle it. Show it some love. When we were counting the Omer, we said the home or the beginning of the right arm of love and caring. And then go ahead and gently stretch it all across. At the same time, don't twist your body. Work on bringing your feet wide on the floor, parallel. Inner thighs are soft. You stay holding your arm. Back of the thighs work to pull back so you're not overarching your lower body. Then it's a real, like an electric charge through you. Beautiful. And let that one go. Take the left arm across, and here again, you pull your left hip back into alignment. And I know a lot of us are not driving as much as we used to, but that's a lot of times when you just overswing your hips, you're not even aware of it. So right here, even standing, just pull your ribs in, let your navel come in, drop your tailbone, and it's the upper body you're stretching a little more. Great. And release. So if you have a chair right near you, you can go ahead and take your chair for a moment. We're just going to curl down here. You go on a diagonal so you can kind of see. Just do like a cat in a chair. Breathing out, feeling my feet centered, and just dropping forward, allowing my arms to relax and letting the neck and the head soften. And I'm breathing in my heart, and I can feel the healing. Ma, wow, El Na, Rafa, Nala. Please, God, heal all my woes. Wake me up to a new way of thinking, not only in the world and how we want to treat each other, but how you're treating yourself. If you always sit with your hip out, it's going to eventually hurt your neck. If your feet are not flat on the floor and your knees in front of you, it's something is always off. So we're using our mind to correct it today. Let's take our hands. I'm sitting on a diagonal so you can see that I'm really working to drop the back of my sit bones down. I'm just going to open up my elbows a little bit to lift up the sternum, the breasts, the pectoral muscles, the armpits. Oh, great. Good. And right from here, stretch up again. Be like that flame going up. You can take your head, you can look up, gently bring the armpits over the bottom armpits, lift the belly back. And you begin to feel this energy, this healing vibration going through you. So breathe in and gently widen your arms and breathing out. Great. So I'm just going to turn to the other side a moment because now I'm going to use my head to gently relax the shoulders. So I'm taking my left arm, I'm your opposite, I'm your mirror, and I'm opening the right neck, the right shoulder, roll it, pull it back a little bit, roll it the other way. And just take a moment and reach that hand and push it away, the right hand. You will feel an energy go right through here, which is such a nice release. You're going to maybe feel your feet work a little bit more with concern. Great. And right from here, just allow your chin to drop down. Stay in your forward fold. Maybe come a little deeper here, so you're really allowing the cat body to heal, the neck, the shoulders, the lower back gets a stretch, the feet are grounded, and just gently, let's reach away. Open your heart, lengthen your spine, come away, and right away, let's go to the other side of the neck. So even here, relax the right shoulder to do this. We don't have to be so excited to get out there. We need to observe what's going on. Take it in, feel it. There've been a lot of people I know out saying so many things, and we don't want to go the opposite way of over hurtful no matter what. We just want to learn, change, correct. Take your left hand and now push that away. Ooh, this is a yoga practice. Life is a practice. We are not perfect. We have not gotten all the answers. And this might feel great for me, and this might be too much for somebody else, so you can just go ahead and release gently, reach away, and come up. Beautiful. Give yourself a hug. Release your shoulders. Love and strength together. That's the right side and the left side, putting them together. Open out your arms, come back together again. And release. Just put your hands outside your shoulders a moment. I'm going to try to straighten out so you guys can see this. You bring your elbows down. You lift those elbows. They're kissing together. They're bringing the two pillars of your sides. And you just kind of make a little circle going back. I kind of call this flossing. You want to feel it between your shoulder blades. Great. One more just like that. So bring your elbows down towards each other. You can feel the feet working. You feel the abdominals coming in to support your body. You can lift your face to get your elbows to have room to circle around. Ooh, and back. Great. Now just you can take your hands to the chair, sides the pool, if you're sitting on the ground, and just kind of, I'll turn sideways so you can see, just sit back, lift up, arch. Great. Gently come stand up. I'm going to put the chair on the side for a moment. And we're going to do some wonderful leg work. If you have a blanket or a towel, you can put them back here. And I would grab your belt or your strap. And those will be used to really stretch our legs. One of the best ways to change the wax, the body, is to stretch. Once it's opened, it feels like it has more spaciousness to move into a better alignment that feels better for life and living and whatever you all need to do for your action. So I would use the chair if you've got one, or the wall, and gently coming down to the floor. Just slowly allowing yourself to lay back. Have this under your neck and your head. You can lift your bottom and bring the lower part of your hips, your waist towards your glutes, and your glutes towards your feet. So you're kind of ironing it out. Release the back of your neck and your head towards the ground. Open up the collarbones and just notice. This is your first Kabbalah, your first moment to receive. What's going on in me? What is going on? I'm laying on the ground here. Can I feel both feet equally flat on the ground, allowing, of course, a little space for the arch in the foot? Drop your heels. Great. How about feeling your sacrum? Your sacrum is that little triangle above your tailbone, a couple inches above your tailbone, well, depending on your body. But it can kind of drop and release to the ground. And take breath. Good. Just go ahead and bring your right knee into you. And this is yours and my right knee, so I'm doing what you're doing. And just hug it in And go ahead and put it down. So you're feeling the fold on your body from your leg to your torso, that connection, the ligaments, the tendons that bring your leg up. That's, your psoas, your IT, all of that, gluteals. Right, and put it down. Now just go ahead and stretch your legs away. Lift your arms up. Go ahead and hook your right thumb over your left and reach away. Again, try to bring the upper armpit away from the lower. Feel that you can reach your feet away. Maybe your body arches a little bit. Then see if you can still stretch. If you bring the back of the rib cage down a little bit, great. Now just hug in the right leg to you. And again, always adjust. If you start feeling, like for me, I feel I've gotten length in my neck now. Too much height wouldn't benefit me. So there you go, you be your judge. Great. And just roll that right leg around, really feeling that you're loosening up the hip. Notice how the neck is relaxing. And now let's talk about what would be the standing leg, that is your left leg. So first thing, soften your inner groin, roll it in, then take your hand to the outer left top of the thigh and press it down. Now press the center of your left heel into the ground. And take a breath. Notice if you've rolled your body over to the left side, and can you center? So bring your head back to center, perhaps folding under the femur bone here and bringing this leg a little closer to you. Great. And just feel how much higher you can bring your leg up. Great. And switching by going through the middle. And now just take a moment and release the left hip. You can roll it out a little bit. Take a smile with your face if that happens, because when it feels good, you want to register this is good movement, and it gives you emotional memory with movement. Great. Then go ahead, maybe lift this leg a little bit. This is the month of Sivan, and the image, the zodiac image, the mazal, is the same as the zodiac of Gemini, which are the twins. However, for thinking of it in Kabbalah or Jewish terms, we're talking about the twin tablets with the 10 Commandments, and also the doubleness of life. Easy does it, roll it in, roll it out. Beautiful. And switch your legs to go long, stretch up. There's good, there's bad, yatzar tov, yatzar hara. There's up, there's down, there's the front, the back, the left, the right. We've got 2 eyes, 2 nostrils, 2 ears, 2 arms, 2 legs, a lot of duality and doubleness, and that makes us think about it. And how do we balance? So that would take me back to the center line, which is like that letter Vav coming down from behind your eyes to your tailbone, the connector letter. Just open up your knees and do a little windshield wiping, where you can feel the shift from going from right to left, letting your head roll, letting your hands feel easy. Even the jaw is the same kind of a hinge like our pelvis, and you feel it going side to side. Great. Taking a strap now, bring your right knee in, and you can lift up to put this at the top of the heel, the bottom of the arch. You go ahead and stretch out the left leg, and just bringing your right leg up to 90. The strap should be nice and wide so that your collarbones are wide. The breath is fuller this way so that your rib cage can expand. Now I'm gonna just put, for showing you guys, I'm gonna put the straps into my right hand because I wanna remind you to roll in on the inner left thigh. So you kind of feel some action happening with maybe a very tight or hidden area that could help the whole body. And then pull the front of the quad down to iron out the hamstring behind you. And we're doing the exact same thing with your right foot. You're allowing the right inner groin to soften, but you can take your right hand and push the outside of the right thigh, where the outer quad is. That is going into your IT band, and push it towards the femur bone, while the foot is pushing up towards the ceiling. This one is reaching away from you, and both hands can be out to the side. We're trying to energize all of us. Great. Just take both hands into the right strap and bring this slowly to the right side. Being careful to keep both buttocks, cheeks down on the ground, both shoulder blades down on the ground, and the inner thigh, especially on the left leg, rolling softly in. Great. Now bring both straps to the left hand, and here you're bringing your right leg completely across, and you allow the left leg to roll out to the pinky blade of the foot. This is a fabulous big stretch for the entire leg, right up through the gluteals. If it feels good, take your right arm to the side, and you can play around right here with stretching your right leg or bending it. Sometimes when you bend it, you can get a deeper feeling of connection. Great. Take your right hand a moment and press again the top of that right thigh backwards towards the hamstring. That opens up a lot of space that causes sciatica or lower back pain or neck pain. Great. And come back and just gently one more time away from you, trying to stay centered, not rolling. One more time across from you. Excellent. And now wind this, and if you have the flexibility, you keep the leg straight and you just bring the straight leg closer towards you. I do this a lot, so you know I'm a little Gumby. I can pull it forward, but I have to do it with integrity or it's really no use for me or for you. Remember, it's a practice. We're not in competition. And gently lift away. As your flexibility increases, you have to be stronger with your strength. And just take a moment again, receive, release. Feel that the right leg is much longer and more fluffy than the left. And now let's bring a balance. So gently bring in the left thigh, roll it around a little bit. This one's often a little bit less aware, less alert. We always do, usually the right foot goes forward first. Great. So now we're gonna see if we can bring intelligence, wisdom throughout the entire left side of our body. Left foot is up to the ceiling, arms are nice and wide and open. Really beautiful to feel the stretch from the inner knee to the inner ankle, from the inner groin. Great. Wide arms. Roll the right inner thigh in. Pull the right top of the thigh back. Push the right heel in. Great. Both straps in the left, so now you can probably see me a little better. It's not about ego. I'm not trying to get all the way there. I'm trying to keep both sit bones down and including the sacrum, so I won't go as far or as low to the ground. That's learning how to have control, and that helps with emotions. It helps with physical control. Beautiful. And gently bring this leg across so they're both straps are in your right hand. And here you can see, if you just gently kind of push for a little bit more space in the lower back, it feels so lovely and beautiful. You can open up your arm and then come back to center, readjust the right leg, bring both straps out here, opening nice and deep and wide. See if you can truly keep the right cheek of your body, your tush body down, your lower right shoulder blade, and then come across. And here, this last one, it might feel better to bend the bottom leg and that might give you a little bit more ease to move around here and find what puts you into alignment and spaciousness. Great. And then come back to center. Oops, I took my strap up, but it's all right. You just want to stretch out. You want to iron out the hamstrings. You want them to be flat going to the wall in front of you. Great. And then let both of those come on down. Stretch out your body, your arms, bring up your knees, and just like we did in the beginning of the class, you kind of want to walk your legs, move your arms, and feel energized that you brought some energy into all of the body. Make little circles and go the other way, and that's lovely. And now just roll over to the side and sit up. Great, we're going to go into doing some cat-cows, downward facing dogs, and all kinds of yummy good stuff. So I hope you guys are all good. Great. And here we are. Hands forward. I'm checking the time. I think we're good. Oh, great. And going side to side, right away with the hips. The hands can be even a little bit in front of you. Then you can walk them in a little bit, and you can go into a gentle little cat, but more for just kind of sitting backwards. Come forwards a little bit, tuck all 10 toes under. Remember, this is about the 10 commandments. We're in the wilderness. We're learning how to receive laws. So there should be some sort of a seder, some sort of an order, the big basic laws. It's crazy during this Torah Parsha even that Moses can't handle everyone. So just gently come forward. He hires 70 elders to help him keep all of the people under control. They're all really upset and fetching, really, like we don't even get fish or meat. All we eat is this manna, this weird bread that came down from the heavens. And there's a lot of Ajaness through the crowds. And I guess that's why people are acting up, why Miriam spoke out in a bad way, and why she was put away in quarantine, and she went to learn so she could be healed. Great. And then she was brought back to the people. And release your forehead down to pose of a child. Take breath, gently coming forward, and just take your right leg back, bend both elbows, push the ground away so you really stretch the Achilles tendon, the calf. Easy does it. And then you lift up to a downward facing dog. I'm going to just put my mat away for a moment and play here. I want to remember that it's fun to stretch and go upside down. Easy does it. And then gently bring my knees back down to the ground. Lift up to my cow pose. So stretch the whole spine, move my bottom. Bring my right knee a little bit forward so I can now stretch the left leg back. Bend the elbows even so you can feel that your right and left hand are working. Oh, great. Then tuck the right toes up, and here you are in your downward facing dog. Both your legs. Easy does it. So this is a time, if you want a modification, you can always use blocks. They help bring the ground to you. If you even feel like turning your head upside down can give you not the good feeling, you can always do this on a chair. I do a lot of kitchen yoga myself. I use the kitchen counter, and I just stretch out. So here's another fun way to do it. If you do have your chair, or if you just want to be on the side of the pool there or someone, or whatever, you just press the front of your thighs to the back of your thighs. Lift your hips to the back. So you feel that compression, that way of releasing too much in your spine here to lengthen it, and use the legs. Great. So that would be using a chair. This would be doing it as a downward dog. I'm rolling in my inner thighs. I'm bringing back the outside of the thighs, and my armpits are over the bottom. Oh, that feels so good. Go ahead and walk your feet back, and let's go to a plank. Easy does it. Here you can play around too. We all are so much stronger than we think. One arm to the other, and then just lift your hips, gently lower your knees, and let your body come down for a little bit of a moment of Shavasana or a Shabbat moment. Relax. Feel your breath releasing. Turn your head to one side. Turn your feet away so the heels are towards each other a moment. Great. Okay, switch your hands and go the other side so your neck gets a balance. Soften your upper body. Soften your cheeks and your face. Great. And gently bring your feet together. Big touch. Bring your hands under your shoulders and just drop your forehead a moment. And just try to come to your fingertips and bring your elbows together. So my finger pads are on the floor. And I'm just going to start to lift up my head gently. Ooh, that feels great. Great. And just gently, a little bit of cobra, coming back and forth, coming up to feel that stretch in the upper body. Lift up your bottom, come to your knees, widen your feet, and here again is a good opportunity to stretch the spine. Take a block and lengthen away. And just feel the crease in your legs gently going side to side. And this is really a wonderful way to start waking up the top of the groin area, the thighs, while you can kind of soften and lengthen the gluteals. Great. So just a moment, coming forward to all fours, tuck all 10 toes under, lift your pelvis, up we are. Go ahead and gently, you can lift your right leg. If you're one of those, you can lift all the way up. It feels good. So you're stretching out your left thigh. You come forward with the right leg. And here's where blocks or a chair are fine. So with the blocks, I'm just trying to square up my hips and stretch here. Pressing the right foot down. Easy does it. Drop the left knee. This is a time where padding can feel good. Drop the left knee, release the left foot, and feel what it's like to stretch the front of the thigh, but don't sink down. See if you can still bring your tailbone down and lift up. Great, reach up, armpits over, come down. Great, right from there, just slowly going to the runner stretch. Taking your left hip over your left knee, and then reach your right hip away from you. Oh, that feels great for the calf. Drop your head, and come back up, and gently bring that leg back. So here, right away, gently lift up, downward facing dog, stretch the arms, push the ground away. Lift up, stretching the back of the right leg, look forward, scooch, step, bring it forward. Use the chair if you want, use the blocks. And then square off. Great, right here, gently bring the knee down. Easy does it, relax your right foot. Inner groin is soft on both your legs coming in, so the tailbone has room to lift you. Forward and up. Beautiful runner stretch the other way. Gently, you can bring your right knee a little forward. You take your right hip over your right knee and bring the left hip over to the left side. Then you can play with bending it, straightening it, dropping your head. Awesome, and bring it back. From here, I'm going to put my blocks aside, move the chair away, and lower so my pubic bone is just on the blanket, and relax. Always a nice moment for Shabbat Vayinafash to rest and renew. Release the ribs. Great. Coming up now, I'm going to start on the left side so you can see it. Bring your left knee forward. That's it. You're opening up your left knee. And just feel how that feels where you can open up the inner groin. That is one way to really feel how tight you were and how nice and open and stretched. And then bring that leg down. Scooch over a little bit to your left side if you need to, and slide your right knee up. So your right knee, just like you're crawling here, this is how babies learn to walk and move. They play around, so they figure out how the body feels good. It's a great way to stretch that inner right groin. Great. Roll around. If you've got the towel or the blanket, this is a great time to be on your back and have that right under your lower back. And again, allow the neck to soften, the back of the head. So we're starting to lift up our lower body. Great. You can stay here like this. You can just stay there while I show you, or you could take your blanket and fold it in half so there's more to it, and then lift up your pelvis and relax your body down on the blanket again. Oh, for me, this is heaven. That feels great. The other thing that people can do is they can use a block under their low back. So if you're feeling good, you can stay like this. I'm the one that's got to show you, so don't worry about it. First of all, just feel how nice it is to just lift your knees while your lower pelvis backside is elevated. It's a wonderful feeling. It really is a supportive, lengthening, remolding your flesh or your candle wicks around you so that you can start to get deeper and deeper into your soul and letting the ribs rock down and away. Feels so good. You take your your feet up. Just move your feet around, feels great. They only need to go 90 degrees and reach, and then bend them down. So if you did have a block around, you can stay like that and relax, or you could put the block, it can be any height or level right on the sacral area so that you get a chance to drop the back body into the support while you lift. And that's also wonderful to do. It brings you upside down. It's an inversion. These are ways to calm the mind, calm the spirit. They're great for circulation, so varicose veins or anything that comes from standing too much. We hope to reverse it all and gently come down. These are all part of I'm going to lift my pelvis and just flatten down here, push my gluteals away and feel the ground. So much more space and feeling the length that even the neck starts to grow. Roll over. These are all ways that are part of the yoga pose of the month according to Yoga Journal and Yoga Alliance, which is called the candlestick pose. Another way to do it, I just want to show you gently, is something called legs up the wall. And legs up the wall can be done by just putting your legs on top of a couch, a chair, or a hassock. You can have your blanket under you or nothing under you. You can have a little pillow. I have this wonderful neck yoga pillow I'm going to put under me. I turn sideways and then I swing my legs up so they're supported by the higher chair. And that just feels really great. It's another way to have an inversion. If it feels good for some of you, you might even want to still be up higher with your legs on the wall, on the chair, or your neck supported. And these are poses that you stay in. You can put your feet up higher, whatever. Could be 10 to 15 minutes, 18 minutes, because we have 18 vertebrae that are movable, is considered 15 to 18 minutes is optimal for body change. It allows you to feel the right, the left side. and how to feel it all coming in. Bring your knees together. One last show that I want to do for you is, instead of being standing only on your feet, you can stand upright even when your world is turned upside down. So these metaphors are meant for you to catch them, because we're living in a time where some of our world is finally being noticed and turning it upside down. So I'm putting this away. I have the blanket by the wall. I have this for my mat, for my neck. So I always, when I want to do my legs up the wall, I sit with right here my left shoulder, which looks like my right shoulder, whatever, against the wall. Bring my hands out and flip my feet up so they're on the wall. And you can go ahead and support your neck or your head, your lower body. And this is a pose, a yoga pose. It is the staff pose, only laying down with your legs up. It is called Viparita Karani, the water flow pose, where it gets all of the waters in your body channeling and churning and changing. And Miriam, who is the El Na Rafa Nala, the person that we pray will be healed, and she does get healed. She comes back to the community as a leader. We hope that we will all heal. So you can do this against the wall. You can bring your feet down and you can press to come to a true candlestick. I'm gonna just, the blanket's a little too much to push up against. And this, I'm just gonna push into the wall, lifting up my pelvis, having my shoulder blades down on the ground. You can even have your hands over your head, down, or supporting your hips to lift your hips up. This is totally freeing. This is a form of a simple candlestick that will support you and take care of you. And then you can lift one leg, you can bring your pelvis, you push into the wall. You can think about rotating your inner groin and your outer thighs back and your tailbone going straight up to the heavens. You can bring your elbows closer. That's the work we're doing. And you can feel like a true burning light, a candlestick up to make the world a better place. Easy, put your feet back down. This feels great, like a massage for your back as you roll down through between your shoulder blades, in between all of the vertebrae on your spine, and then you relax. You come to a gentle Kabbalah, a receiving. Okay, turn your head to the left, turn your head to the right. Awesome. You can use the wall for many yoga helping supportive poses. Right now, if you come to the butterfly and you have the blades of your left side of your foot in the wall, and you gently press the opening of your thighs away from you while you draw up your shoulder blades down and allow the chin to go towards your heart. So balanced. What a beautiful way to be. Breathing in and breathing out. These are wonderful restorative ways to take care of yourself, to feel much more connected to who you are, to move more slowly and evenly throughout your body. If you're here and you're leaning left or right, I just noticed I was more to my left. I'm trying to draw up my right sacrum side of my body down, and I'm noticing it's truly opening up the right hips. Gently bring your knees together. You're going to swing your knees to one side and look towards the other, allowing for a huge body twist. Then you can take your legs up the wall and come over to the other side and feel the opening of the rib cage, the release of the eyes up by, that's where you turn from, the top of your neck. Great, and then sit wherever you are, if you can slowly come to a seated pose. Take breath in. You guys are amazing. You're doing so much good stuff to heal your body. And we're just gonna come to a straddle. In a straddle, let's start by ironing out the back of our thighs. So this is my left thigh. I'm really trying to iron it out, get the outside of the left thigh down, and feel the inner groin release. That even goes right up through the face. So I'm your mirror here. Now lift up your right leg and iron out. So smooth out those tight muscles, tight tendons, and let them widen. Feel how that opens the jaw. And feel that you could sit right up. Great, great. So this is our women's stretch. It's the straddle. And it really helps if you can gently sit back into your sit bones, put your pads of your fingers down, and gently open up your heart, your chest, bringing your shoulder blades into your back. Great. And then just gently lift behind your knees to bring you back in. Great. I'm going to roll over onto my knees. And again, if you need padding, there's always something that you can make available for yourself to go under your knees. Great. I'm just going to suggest you take your right foot to the side. And let's do a little work here to see how we can work this leg and stay up here. First of all, let's turn out the entire right leg. Good. Now think about softening the inner left groin while you pull back on the outer left hip. Then bring the back of your right sit bone forward and see how well you can balance. Okay, it should be total energy coming from the ground up. Your heart is open, you're lit. Great, gently come over, put your elbow down, and rather than crunching into your body, try to bring both your sit bones slightly forward, release your tailbone, and open up wide here. That would be awesome to get your armpit up over the other and then go over. Great. Swing your arm all the way down towards the ground. And if you've got your block, you bring it there for your support. And turn this right leg parallel. Great. Now soften the inner thighs. See how different that feels already. It gets you to the outer hips to compact them and work them. Lift up. Press into the pinky blade side of this right foot and gently bring your rib cage around. Your back foot can be turned under or released. That's one of these hallelujah, this feels so good moments. Great. And from here, gently press down on your left, press down on your right. Good. And let's do the other side right away. Feel the jaw opening. So first of all, just come up with your left leg. It's in a nice turnout. This becomes your standing leg. So you can either turn your toes under or press the top of your foot down. You soften the inner groin and press the outer top of the thigh backwards while you swing your tailbone down. Beautiful. So this leg's coiling the opposite way. It's going around, and this sit bone is coming through. So that's how you get a big groin feeling strong and satisfied. Your upper legs really are there to support the rest of your torso. Good. That would be like the warrior stance. Again, don't just lean into it. Really lift through. Come on over. That's it. You walk your foot out. You just want to be only going to a right angle, nothing more. Stretching rather than getting slow. We want to lit. We want to go find those places that are cranky or not used and open them and see if that gives you more freedom. Beautiful. Here we arch all the way down to the ground. Turn that left foot inwards. And just the same thing with the right foot. You can either kick it back or tuck it under, but roll the inner thigh in and bring the sit bones a little forward. Wow. That just lifts you up rather than crunching you down. Okay? So that's important to figure out how to pull the top of the legs back, the tailbone and sit bone forward, and soften at the same time your inner legs, your inner thighs. Ah, great. Easy does it. So we're going to end by standing here. So just go ahead and bring your right foot forward. Stand together with your left foot. If you've got a chair, it's a great way to do a little balance work on the side for a fun challenge. So the Mazel also says you take your left foot first this month rather than your right to challenge yourself. So with my left leg turned out, I'm turning in my right thigh, and I'm trying to really bring the left sit bone forward while I press the whole right thigh to the back wall, which flattens and opens the hamstring, foot down. Great, then stretch. So you're right here in your triangle. From your triangle, bend your front foot and bring your back leg in. Re-step it. So you can just do a little lift, a little balance. This is called the Ardha Chandrasana, or the half moon pose, which is about what we are going to head in towards right now in our time in the month, the half moon. Easy does it. The more you press the top of this thigh back and the sit bones and tailbone, that helps. Bend this knee and just gently come on down, standing, and do the other side. Turning gently in the left foot, the whole right leg is out, going forward to your triangle, and using the chair for support today, bending the right knee, and just coming up and lifting. Once again, if you bring your sit bones and your tailbone forward, but you press the top of your thigh back, you're there. It's like levitation, you're flying. Awesome. So right from here, using your chair, we're going to come down to the ground for a little bit of a final Vipariti Karani waterfall pose. Legs up, relaxed. A moment of El Na Rafa Nala, healing from the inside and the outside, making you a total person, feeling the energy coming out of your scalp, feeling your lower back soften. Allow the breath to heal you too by breathing in with awareness, nice and full. Let the rib cage broaden. Let the rib cage go together and drop down towards the ground. Soften your eyes and your neck. Soften your calves on the chair or on a bolster, or just relax long. Great. You can take your arms out to the sides of your body, best if you're not touching props. Roll your your pointer and your thumb away so the top of the shoulders opens and relaxes to gravity. And see if you can figure out how to balance here on the chair. Let your legs drop. Let your sacrum soften. Let the ribs release to the ground. All of this, the receiving, is the Kabbalah. It's creating a shalom, a full feeling of a full person. The body is strong to bring your life into the actions that your mind and your soul speak to do. El Na Rafa Nala. May you all be healed. May you all feel safe and protected. May you all feel love and compassion. May you all give love and compassion. And may we all feel shalom. Just take a moment and feel how nice it is to press the top of the thighs away, to bring the hips down. And we can stay here if you'd like, or we can slowly roll over Take a moment on the ground to be thankful for your moments on the yoga mat. Breath, release, and gently push yourself up. Easy does it. Nice seated pose. It's always good to seal it with a little twist. So taking the left arm to the right. Feel your left sit bone stay down, opening through the rib cage. Lift up your arm, come around. Gently come forward. Walk your hands forward. Feels so good to relax. And then taking the right hand over. Easy does it. Roll back. Keep your right hip down and your pelvis back. Lift it up, around, hug. A lit moment. May you all feel shalom. Thank you.